Well, g'day guys, and welcome back to Broken Hill. Quick show and tell of my Airbnb for the night. This is where I stayed. Great little Airbnb just in Broken Hill, owned by a lady called Gigi, who's originally from France. I prefer to stay in Airbnbs rather than a motel. At least you've got some company, there's somebody kicking around, and you get to share some stories. Gigi's a wonderful person, moved here from France many years ago, originally into Sydney, and then moved up to Broken Hill to retire. Check out Gigi's cottage or something like that on Airbnb. Secure parking in our own personal garage. She moved a car out for the night so I could put my bike in there. Although it's very, very quiet here, I don't think anybody would tamper with it. Alright, so I'm going to get myself dressed. I've just had a fantastic breakfast and we sat and had a chat over a cup of coffee. Again, much better than staying in a motel. Alright, I'm going to put the stuff on the bike and we'll head out into the desert to a place called Silverton to check out the Mad Max Museum and look at some of the film locations. Alright, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Au revoir.
Merci, au revoir. Okay guys, we are on our way. That was my fantastic host Gigi. Whoop. I knew I'd do that. She was fantastic. She made me a lovely breakfast. And she even offered free accommodation for another night. What a lovely lady. Wow, fantastic lady. If you're watching this, Gigi, I really want to thank you. So, merci. Thank you for your hospitality. I'll see you on the next one. À tout à l'heure. Alright guys, I am now going to head out of town towards the Mad Max Museum. I'm just going to pull over for a sec and throw the GPS on and whiz on my sunglasses, so just bear with me for a few moments while I faff around like an amateur. I'm just going to give you a heads up on Broken Hill. I don't know what I was expecting actually, but there's 9/10 of stuff all going on here. It is a great place, but it's very, very quiet, which is to be expected because it's the week in between Christmas and New Year. And there was one pub open and the restaurant was full, so I had a pizza which was, I'm not even going to give it the tag of being average. It was pretty shocking, but it was either that or eat more lollies and snakes. So it was that or nothing, I'm afraid. So just be prepared if you do come to Broken Hill. If you're going to come out of season, there's not much going on. Having said that, I had a long day in the saddle yesterday, and I hit the sack early. Oh, I stalled it like an amateur. Alright, let's chuck a Yui. And, oh, thank you. Oh, fuel. Yeah, we need some fuel because I've got 86 kilometers left. So fuel is going to come in handy. Let's go in the dodgy way. And then we've got 98 here. 91, 95, 95. Diesel's no good. 98. Superbe. Le plan, s'il vous plaît. Alright guys, I'm just going to get some fuel. Okay, she's full up, 30 litres. Let's go and pay and we'll hit the road. Alright, we are gassed up and ready to hit the road to Silverton. Okay. Alright, it's a 20. Hang on, let's pull this down, see if that helps with the audio. Alright, so it's around about a 25 to 30 minute ride to Silverton. We won't say goodbye to Broken Hill yet because we are going to come back in. We'll need to come back through here. Gigi recommended that I take a slight detour after Silverton, come back into town and go and see the living desert, and apparently there's a heap of sculptures there, and it doesn't take that far, that long. It's about 10 kilometers out of Broken Hill, and I doubt I'll be back this way for a long time, so I'm not in a rush, so we'll go and check that out, I reckon. A little bit of a strange night for me last night. Again, this is all new stuff to me. I'm not used to just being alone, travelling alone. I'll share something with you. Loneliness is one of my biggest fears in life. It's something that I've always avoided. You know, I've had a partner since I was 18 years old, so going off by myself is not something that I'm used to. I spent 6.5 hours riding, plus a couple of hours once I'd worked out all the stops and whatnot. So I spent a lot of time alone yesterday and a lot of time alone in my helmet, just thinking over things that have happened, things that might happen, where's my life going and whatnot. And to be honest, by the time I'd reached Broken Hill, I'd dropped into a bit of a dip, and that combined with not a lot of stuff open to go and see, I kind of hit rock bottom. I rang my dad Ron, and who's in the UK. He's in England. He lives in a small town called Bacup. I rang my dad Ron and we had a chat, and basically he gave me the kick up the arse that I needed and reminded me to go out and enjoy life. So thanks for that, Dad. I'm sorry that sometimes I'm such a big girl's blouse. No, that's not politically correct these days. Sorry I'm such a sucky lala at times. And thanks for the pep talk. This morning was fantastic. Gigi had breakfast with me. She's the host at the Airbnb. As I mentioned, she's originally from France, so I got to try out a little bit of my old phrases. And we had a great time. She's a lovely lady, and as I mentioned, she even offered me a free night's accommodation. Don't tell everybody, don't tell everybody, if I wanted to stay again. So that was such a fantastic offer, and I'm just sorry that you know, with time constraints, I just can't do it. All right, so we're heading out to Silverton, and then we're going to carry on a little bit further to Monday Lookout, which will let us look down on the filming location of the oil refinery in Mad Max 2. Now I better watch my speed here because it says 50 and I don't want to get a ping. Alright guys, I'll probably just sign off for a second or two until we get a bit closer to Silverton, and we'll take a look at the museum. Hopefully it's open. There you go. Sometimes you get a wave and sometimes you don't, and the ones that you think aren't going to wave, they sort of throw it up at the last second and you don't get a chance to wave back. So it's a bit like Outback wave bingo, I guess. It's a bit of a lottery. So it really doesn't get any much more remote than this. I guess unless you're going out onto a dirt road, and you know, because I'm by myself, I certainly don't want to do that, because I don't have a remote locating beacon or anything like that, so nobody would know that I was out there. So the smart thing to do is stay on the bitumen, and I'm just staying on the main road that takes you up into Silverton. Well, there we are guys, I've just reached the outback town of Silverton where they filmed Mad Max. Quick stop for a gratuitous photo opportunity and a quick video. Alright, let's jump on the bike and check it out. Stay tuned. So here we are in Silverton guys. It's been a long ride from Melbourne via Adelaide. Alright, there's a couple of places we're going to check out here, 2 or 3 actually. So the first one, we're going to look at the Mad Max Museum. Then we're going to look at Silverton Hotel, and I don't know if this is the right order, but who gives a shit. And then we're going to go to what's known as Monday Lookout, and that's an indigenous name, M-U-N-D-I. I'll whiz up a map so you can get an idea of where it is. And so there's a lookout point there which lets you look out over the location where they filmed the Mad Max 2 movie. Alright, Burke Street. There seems to be a Burke Street everywhere in Australia. Now then, where's the Mad Max Museum? Not entirely sure. You'd think there'd be a signpost. I've got a feeling it's over there to my left somewhere. Well, here's a Silverton hotel, so let's check that out first, guys. I doubt very much that it'll be open. Oh wow, we've got some bikes out the front, so we'll pull up, and one of the Mad Max vehicles, so how cool. And there's a dog outside. You can't get any more Australian than that. Alright, so I'll stick the bike in front, and I've got a feeling that might be my mate. Alright, we'll stick the bike out front, get a photograph. Alright guys, stay tuned. So here I am at the Silverton Hotel in Silverton. I've just had a quick cup of coffee all the way up from Melbourne, and who do I bump into? A sticker from my good buddy and fellow YouTuber Dodger Moore. Here's a quick photo of our stickers side by side. There you go, Dodger. Maybe you'll get a few subs because of that. Maybe you can share that on your channel as well. All right, we're going to hop on the bike and ride up the street to the Mad Max 2 Museum. Stay tuned. Okay, we're gonna have the dog barking again. All right, let's nip up the street to the Mad Max Museum. Whoop! Yeah, whatever. So here we are at the Mad Max Museum, Mad Max 2, and most of the memorabilia is the leftover vehicles. When they'd finished filming, they donated them to the local museum. I guess that's what I'm trying to say in a bad way. All right, we'll nip in and take a look. All right, we've got to park it right out the front door, obviously, and get that photograph. Oops daisy. Oh, nearly a topple over then. All right, let's get a quick photo and we'll shift the bike. All right, let's turn the cameras off and have a look inside.